Welcome in, my fellow fitness enthusiasts, to today's fitness challenge. We've got a good one coming to you today, a 3-exercise AMRAP workout for the legs. We're gonna get the legs going today. Part of our quick workout series. If it's one of those days where you just don't have a lot of time, not a lot that you feel like you can get in, trust me, you can still get in some good exercise. So stick with me, we're gonna make it happen today. Let me introduce myself to you. My name is Tyler Merren. I am the owner of Revision Training, where our project, our mission is to bring fitness to you, accessible to those who are sighted and visually impaired. So if this is the first time that you've been with us, this is a full video. You guys should be able to see me. If you are visually impaired though, don't worry about it. Stick with me. I'm gonna give you descriptions of everything that we are doing. I'm a 3-time Paralympic athlete, personal trainer, motivational speaker, and owner of Revision Fitness, as I said. So I am super excited to be your instructor for today and to bring this fun little workout to you. It's gonna be pretty cool. Simple yet effective. We've just got 3 exercises we're gonna do. We're gonna do an AMRAP format, which AMRAP, A-M-R-A-P, excuse me, as many repetitions as possible. So we're gonna have a timer running. You're gonna have 2 minutes per exercise. You're gonna get as many reps in as you can. And when you're done, we're gonna write down your numbers to make sure that the next time you hit this workout, you try to beat them, right? That's the idea. We're gonna try to improve. We're gonna challenge ourselves every time we come back to this workout. So let's go ahead and jump in. What are the 3 exercises we're gonna do? We're gonna do a couple of fun combo moves. So we're gonna do a squat to wide squat movement. We're gonna do a forward lunge, and then we're gonna do a heel toe raise. Okay, so every major muscle group in the lower half is what we're working on. Squat to wide squat movement. Here's how this is gonna function. Standard squat movement, I'm gonna stand with my feet hip width apart. Okay, so here's me with my feet completely together. I want to separate them a little bit. We're going about 8 inches apart, so my feet are directly underneath my hips. Toes pointed forward, everything pointed towards you guys right now. My chest, my eyes, knees, toes pointed towards 12 o'clock. Now to go into a proper squat, here's the key. Actually, I'm gonna turn sideways, so those of you who can see the camera can check this out. As I'm standing up, going into that proper squat, here is something super crucial. Push your hips back first. So I'm standing up all the way. I'm gonna push my hips back several inches, okay? So that initiates that squat movement. And my weight's all in my heels now. I can pick my toes right up off the ground. And then you sit yourself down and back into a little chair, right? So as you squat down, your knees stay open, your knees stay as wide as your hips, and your hips come back and down. So what you'll notice here at the bottom, my knees aren't going way out forward over my toes. I'm not lifting up my heels. I'm putting all the weight back in my heels as I sit down in that little chair and drive back up through my heels, all the weight in the heels. Your head stays up, eyes and chest stay forward. And as you sit, you can keep your arms at your side, you can reach them out, whatever feels good for you. Just make sure that you're counterbalancing that movement, keeping your head up as high as you can as you sit down in that squat. Now, a wide squat or a sumo squat, same idea, except instead of having your toes, your knees, everything pointed forward to 12 o'clock, we're gonna widen your feet even further. So now my feet are about 2 feet apart, 24 inches. And I'm gonna turn my toes out at an angle. So instead of pointing forward to 12 o'clock, my toes are pointed out at 10 o'clock for my left toe, and 2 o'clock for my right, okay? Now here's the key thing when you do a sumo squat or a wide squat. Your knees have to stay pointed the same direction as your toes. If I squat down with my feet wide, but I allow my knees to collapse inward like this, I'm twisting my knees out of place, right? So I'm showing kind of a bad example here. My feet are about 24 inches wide. I'm squatting down and my knees are now only about 12 inches wide. So my feet are sticking out from my knees. We can't have that. It's gonna twist the knees. So as you sit, put your hips back and down in that squat position like there's a little chair way back behind you. Push your hips back, all the weight's in the heels, but my knees stay open as wide as my feet. Toes, knees, everything pointed out at angles, okay? So to do the combo, here's how we're gonna set it up. Starting off in your standard position, we're gonna come down, we're gonna do a squat. We come up and just little hop and we land in that wide position. Toes out, knees out. Squat down, come up, little hop, we land in the standard position. Squat down, come up, wide, standard, wide, standard, right? So we go back and forth, just hopping up and landing in that reset position. Do a standard squat, then we go wide squat. We're gonna go back and forth for that 2-minute set. Next exercise, we got a lunge. We're just gonna do a standard forward lunge. I'm standing at one end of my yoga mat, the rest of the mat in front of me. Head is up, shoulders are back. I'm gonna take a big step forward. Okay, you wanna have a good large step as you move forward, because if you step too short and then you go to kneel down, again, that front knee is gonna travel out over your toe, driving your heel off the ground and putting a lot of stress in your knees. Big step, back knee drives down towards the floor. And as I'm in this position, okay, I'm gonna rest my back knee on the floor for a minute just so I can show you this posture. Normally you're gonna come down just before your knee touches and drive back up. So I'm in this lunge. My front foot is right underneath my front knee, okay? Head is over my shoulders, shoulders over my hips, and my hips over my back knee, okay? And then my back toe is still on the ground. So your front foot goes flat, but your back heel comes up off the ground as you drive your back knee towards the floor. So this is a lunge position, except I'm kind of resting on the floor here. And then you drive that front foot into the floor, boom, to pop back up to your starting position. We'll alternate back and forth. Step out with one foot, drive back up, step out with the other foot, drive back up. So this is a forward lunge. Right now I've got my hands on my hips. You can do it either way. You can arms up overhead, arms at your side, whatever works for you, okay? Standard forward lunge. Last one, calf raises, heel raise. Heel raise, toe raise. Sorry, English is a tough language. Heel raise, toe raise. So literally, I'm just gonna rock back and forth from heels to toes. So I'm gonna raise up on my toes and then raise up on my heels. So heels come up, toes up, heels up, toes up, heels up, toes up. So this might be like a little bit of a balance maneuver. If you feel yourself wobbling, you can hold on to the wall, hold on to a chair, but your heels come up, toes come up. And what we're doing is alternating. We're working the calves and then working your tibialis anterior, the muscles in front of your shins. So pretty straightforward, nothing crazy complicated, but definitely gonna be an effective workout when we work on this AMRAP format. So hope you guys are ready. I know I went pretty fast with those descriptions. Just know that I am still putting out my fitness project. There'll be lots of good descriptions as we go through these other workouts and as I release that project. So stay with me, post in the video, share this, like this. If you have some questions about the way I described it, the way we're gonna move, I want you to go ahead and reach out to me because I wanna bring fitness to you guys. That's really important to me. So get yourselves ready. We're going to start our timer. We've got our first exercise. We're going to our squats, okay? Standard squat to wide squat. Get yourselves set. We're gonna begin in 3, 2, 1, and go. Standard squat, wide squat. Standard squat, wide squat. So we're going back and forth. Takes a little coordination to get started. You might stumble a little bit. Wide squat, good. So I'm going, that's 10, 11, wide. 12, standard, 13, wide, 14. So just like a little hop up off the ground. If that little hop is tough, we can switch, right? You can just kind of squat, stand up, widen your feet. Squat, stand up, narrow your feet. Go back and forth, okay? But we got 2 minutes, let's keep going. Squat wide, squat narrow. As you're doing this, make sure that as you drop your feet open, keep your knees open with your toes, right? Everything points wide on your wide squat, straight ahead on the narrow squat. Chest up the whole time, head is up, shoulders are back. Good. Ooh, I'm feeling this already. Shit's burning. It's burning in those legs. Come on, guys. Stay with it. Give me the best you can. 2 minutes of the best that you can. Try to keep track of your reps, as many as you can get. Whew, feeling it. Tight already. Squatting down and wide. I'm gonna turn sideways, maybe you guys get a view of how the hips move a little bit. Sitting way back in that chair and then going wide. Sitting way back. Both of them, you want your weight in your heels, right? So sit your weight back as you do this movement. Whew. Man, you guys are probably crushing me on this one. I'm on the struggle bus today. Let's go. Feet together, feet wide. Whew. Here we go. Sometimes you just struggle a little. And good, that's it. 30 seconds rest, and we're going lunges. If you counted your reps, write them down real quick, or keep it in your head, that's okay too. We're going lunges next. Well, you wanna write them down so we know what we're trying to beat next time, okay? All right, forward lunges next, alternating, left leg, right leg, going back and forth. Here we go. Set and go. Lunge and up. Lunge and up. Here's my pace. I got my hands on my hips. I like that. You can also, if you want a little more of a challenge, you can put your hands up over your head. Overhead lunges. You can also hold on to weights while doing this, holding weights at your sides or overhead. A lot of different ways you can mix this up. Forward lunge and pop up. Make sure, again, your head stays over your shoulders over your hips through the whole thing. I'm not lunging forward and trying to like lean forward. No, stay up, head up, keep your eyes forward. Lunge out, drive up. Lunge out, drive up. Taking a big enough step that your front knee stays over top your front ankle. And then your back knee drives down towards the floor, either an inch or two off the floor, or my knee will just like lightly tap and then drive back up. Front foot stays very flat, back foot, heel comes up. Whew. Get these lunges going, squeeze and drive up. Squeeze the glutes as you pop back up. Give it a good press, boom, push into the floor, pop back up. Lunge, boom, push into the floor. Really get that good explosive movement here. So we're kind of going a little bit of plyo here, a little bit of plyometric movement where we come down and pop up off the floor. Lunges aren't necessarily considered like a super plyometric move, but we're kind of dabbling in that. We'll have some more of that coming up too. Plyometrics, jump training. Nice and soft on your landing. As you step out, good, a few more seconds. Perfect, okay. Oh man, 30 seconds, write down your numbers. Deep breath, we just got one more. Quick workout today. Getting those legs going, shake it out. Last one here. Heel raise, toe raise, okay? Making sure that, again, as you do this type of movement, lunges and squats and jumps, always landing soft. Set and go. Heel raise, toe raise, heel raise, toe raise. May not feel like much to start with. You get burned pretty quickly in doing this type of workout. Total time, 6 minutes. Total burn, high. Toes up, heels up, toes up, heels up, toes up, heels up. We don't think about working the muscles in the front of our shins very much. We think about those big muscles in the back of the legs, the calves, but you want to work the muscles in the front of your shins too. If you're a runner or a walker and your feet tend to slap the floor as you walk or run, this is a good exercise for you. Strengthen the front of the shins so you can control the descent of your foot as you're walking. Walk a little more smoothly. Oh, and it's starting to burn. Come on, guys, stay with it. Heels up, toes up, heels up, toes up. Quick workout today. Finish it strong. Heels up, toes up. Give me as many as you can. Get your numbers and we'll write them down. Keep your head up high. Here's a good opportunity to activate the core. Squeeze your belly in. Squeeze your glutes. I know we're not working those muscles specifically, but it's all synergistic. We want all the body to work together. So shoulders back, head up high, belly squeezed in, tighten the glutes, drive up. Come on. Rocking back and forth. Working the feet, working the calves, working the shins, so we can hobble away from this workout. Almost there, guys. A little bit longer. Almost done. Just a little bit longer. Heels up, toes up, heels up, toes up. A few more seconds. And bam, that's it. Simple, effective. You don't need a ton of equipment. You don't need an hour and a half every day. You just need some grit, some determination, and a good timer. Awesome, awesome. Thank you guys for joining me for this workout. Please thumbs up, like, share, comment, give me some feedback if you have some questions, if you have some suggestions for me. I'm all ears. I'm all about bringing this to you guys. I like working out. I enjoy sharing my knowledge with everybody, trying to make it in a format that is friendly for sighted and visually impaired and others. So I am really, really happy to get your feedback, and thank you guys for hanging out with me again. From Revision Training, let's change the way we look at it. You guys make it a strong day.